I wanted to go ahead and talk about the NFL and roster construction, right? What is the right way to do this now, Rod? We've seen it. We need the best player in the world way to do it with the Chiefs winning 3 Super Bowls. We seen it, the rookie contract with Russell Wilson and all the other rookie contract guys, and now we're doing it with the mid tier guy, bro. Um, is there any right way to do this, bro?
Well, listen, Herbie. The way I look at it these days, I think what gives you probably the best chance is to get a stud rookie quarterback. You have him on that contract, and then you just you build well around him. I still, me personally, despite what we just witnessed, because Herbie, here's the thing: outside of Darnold joining the Seahawks teams, how how many examples do we have of the
Yeah,
journeyman joining a team? And we always knew it was possible because of the way football is as a sport.
yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Regardless of how people always try to make things about the quarterback and star players, there's 53 guys on the roster, 22 starters that are playing in a game. So at the end of the day, you need a lot of guys to do their part. And for Seattle, they had everybody was exceptional at doing their part, with the exception of maybe the quarterback, but he was able to do just enough,
yeah.
and he kept them out of harm's way. So we've seen it work this year. I don't know how often we would ever see this work. I still believe that if you get yourself a stud rookie quarterback, you have a lot more money to play with. You have a lot more room to work with in terms of building a team and signing players that you need. So I would still go with that traditional route. But as we are seeing, Herbie, I mean, when you have the right combination of head coach, the right combination of personnel and a GM, a lot of things can go your way.
Okay, so the reason why I want to bring this conversation up is because this is going to be the conversation for the whole off season, right? Um, it was either get a franchise, like a real franchise, and we're talking like top five, or rookie contract guy, and then build around that rookie contract guy. Because once you have to pay somebody, you need them to be an elite quarterback to pick up the slack, right? And then Sam Darnold came and threw a wrench into all of that. And the funny thing about Sam Darnold is none of this happens if JJ McCarthy doesn't get hurt in training camp. Sam
Yeah.
Darnold was the backup, was JJ McCarthy's backup. Now, may he have gotten in last year with the fight with the Vikings? Maybe. Um, I doubt it, unless JJ McCarthy was just like so atrocious that they had to put Sam Darnold in. But there's a universe where none of this happens
Yep.
if JJ McCarthy doesn't break his foot or whatever it was. None of this happens. I think people forget that they didn't sign Sam Darnold to be their starter. He was just a backup. Like
Who played
you got
exceptionally well, and that's why they let him go too. That's why they let him.
yeah, and a lot of people like I see Shannon Sharp and a lot of people doing the revisionist history crap. Oh, you should y'all look stupid for letting him go.
No, they
They
don't.
drafted him. They drafted JJ McCarthy 12th overall. Like there was no way they were gonna like they had to keep him. You can't draft somebody that high and not start him. You're paying him $12 million a year or like $8 million a year. You have to figure it out what he is.
Right.
So I don't blame them. They knew like they were so happy Sam Darnold melted down because it gave them an out
Right.
because they knew that they could not keep Sam Darnold and JJ McCarthy because it was always going to be JJ McCarthy. But Sam Darnold threw a wrench into everything because I think people are going to learn the wrong lessons from this, right? Like they're going to be like, we could get a mid-tier $30 million QB and build around him, and we could possibly win a championship. The problem with that, Rod, is this is the mid-tier QBs. These are the guys making from 33 to I say about $45 million a year. I have Baker Mayfield at 33, Sam Darnold at 33, Geno Smith at 37. I got Matt Stafford at 40, and obviously that's different because Matt Stafford's a lot older and he's on a much previous contract. I have Patrick Mahomes at 45 because Patrick Mahomes signed a 10-year contract like 5 years ago. So he's a fucking bargain. And then you got Kirk Cousins at 45 and Deshaun Watson at 46. Now you got Kyler Murray at 46. And you got Jalen Hurts at 51. Who who in the NFL is going to fit that role of a $33 to $40 million quarterback? Sam Darnold might be the only really good mid-tier QB that we have.
Pretty
Like,
much. Pretty
is
much.
Baker at his best? Yes. Okay, now you have two good mid-tier QBs. Geno Smith is not a good mid-tier QB. And then you have the below mid-tier QBs that could potentially be paid like mid-tier QBs. You want to give Justin Fields $30 million? No. You want to give Russell Williams $30 million to be a mid-tier QB? Hell no.
Nope.
Potentially Bryce Young. Bryce Young, they're gonna pick up the option. Are you gonna give Bryce Young $35 million? And you can't actually. I'll take that back. Bryce Young's gonna get $55 million because they have to give him an extension. So he's not even gonna be qualified for mid-tier QB play. Well, Anthony Richardson, Marcus Mariota, Jacoby Brissett, Jarrett Stidham. Like who is going to qualify as a mid-tier QB? We have a lot of bad QBs in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Sam Darnold is a mid-tier QB in pay only, but he's better than a mid-tier QB. He's a starting caliber quarterback. So he's undervalued now. So I think you're right. I think it still is rookie contract and build out the rest of the roster. Because that's what the Chicago Bears did. They changed their entire team in one offseason, right? And
You have the affordability to do that with a rookie contract, right?
Yeah, and you saw the good side of that with the Chicago Bears, and then you saw the bad side of that with the Washington Redskins. The Washington Redskins had the money, and they spent it on a bunch of old, broken players, and it was a disaster. But I think you're still right, because who can you get at $33 to $35 million? You could either get Sam Darnold or you could get Geno Smith. Nigga, that's Two-Face, dog. That's Jekyll and Hyde. Flip that coin, bro. What side of that coin you gonna get? You gonna get the burnt side or the good side? Like, so it is. I just know that's gonna be the conversation. They're gonna say, hey, you could get a middle QB. You could win with a Daniel Jones. And I'm just like, bro, look at the names that I just mentioned. These are the people making $50 million plus. Jared Goff, Brock Purdy, Tua Tagovailoa, Trevor Lawrence, like Jordan Love. Like, there is no middle. There's no middle QB. There's only two good middle QBs: Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold. That's it.
Everybody else is either too good or overpaid. One or the other. Crazy.
So, like, you got Dak Prescott making $60 million a year right now, dog. Like, there is no middle. Like, there is no middle. And we're going to have a draft where one quarterback is going to go in the first round. And that quarterback, if he came out in the 2023 draft or the 2024 draft, he'd probably be a second rounder, or he'd go at the bottom of the first round. Mm-hmm. If he came out in last year's draft, he'd probably go second. He wouldn't be above Cam Ward. And that's who's going first. And there's nobody else. Like, we have a QB problem. This is a once in a lifetime.
After Mendoza, because I don't think Moore is entering the draft.
Moore's not coming. Dante Moore, because he knows the Jets have the second overall pick, and he's not going. These guys, like, they make so much money. It's not worth it.
Ty Simpson.
Ty Simpson is terrible. Like, Gary Nussmeier, terrible. Caleb Nugget, terrible.
Carson Beck,
terrible. Like, so we're gonna get another round of bad quarterbacks, bro. There is no middle. I hope people don't try to do this. Like, they tried to do it with Daniel Jones last year, man. Daniel Jones was tricking y'all, man. Don't do it. Don't fall for it. Like, don't fall for it. Like, try to get you an all-time great, top 5 elite or just do it with the rookie. Like I came to argue the mid tier side, bro. I can't do it when I started reading the names. I started looking at the list. Like I was like, oh my god, this is terrible.
You can't argue for Geno. Huh?
I can't. Bro, if the two arguments is Sam Darnold and Geno Smith and Baker Mayfield, then you don't have an argument. Like you can't even try to make one. I can't even try to make one. Like none of these dudes are going to qualify for mid tier. Like none of these dudes, man. Like Kyler Murray ain't no mid tier quarterback.
Right.
Geno Smith is not a mid tier quarterback. Geno Smith is overpaid.
Clearly. Clearly.
Sam Darnold might be underpaid, and Baker Mayfield is properly paid. You can make the argument that Baker Mayfield is the only true mid-tier quarterback in the whole NFL, bro. Yeah. This. We got a quarterback problem, man. Ooh, it's about to get real spooky. Oh boy. Oh, bro. When when Lamar, Josh Allen, and Pat start to fall off, we are cooked, Rod. We're in trouble. It's good. Oh, Rod, it's gonna be real bad. Oh my god.
We need some of these young boys to impress Herbie.
Nah, for real, man.